coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
Looking back, I just have so much gratitude for all the wonderful people involved.
We're chatting with the cast of the #1 Netflix show, Never Have I Ever, about their first impressions of each other when they started filming 4 seasons ago, and their message to the fans as the series comes to a close.
Plus, we're chatting with 2 local contestants competing on Fox's Crime Scene Kitchen, and they're going to show us some fun cake decorating techniques.
Then we're trying local-made mead with the Botanic Ale and getting a look at their new white wine blend with Barman Cellars.
And All Water Seafood and Oyster Bar is showing us how to make their king salmon poke and roasted heirloom carrot hummus. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sun shining through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey there, happy Monday, friends. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm Carly Henderson, and it is so good to be back.
Absolutely. I'm Mireya Garcia. Now, I spent this weekend very low-key, relaxing. You were out adventuring.
I was. I went to Santa Barbara. One of my good friends got married, so it was really fun to go and celebrate their love and, you know, just catch some vibes at the palm trees. We had a lot of good food, a lot of good coffee.
Oh, really?
So I'll post some pictures on my Instagram later today with
Very
some
nice.
recommendations if anyone's heading there later on.
That sounds so fun. A like short getaway always just really re-energizes you, you know?
Yeah, so far I've just been doing the 24-hour and 48-hour getaways. I need to stretch it to like 72 next. It was also a very memorable weekend for Seattle Storm legend Sue Bird. So after a really long and successful career in Seattle, the Storm officially retired her jersey number after yesterday's game. Now, Sue Bird was the first pick in the 2002 WNBA draft and went on to become a 4-time WNBA champion. Fox 13 sports director Erin Levine got to talk with her after the jersey retirement ceremony.
It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful to have my family, my friends here, to share this with the fans, all the different events throughout the weekend, enjoying a game, you know, and then getting to have that celebration after. It's been everything I could have dreamed for.
Love that lime green suit. A new mural at First Avenue in Lenora near Pike Place Market was also unveiled over the weekend. Sue Bird has not only had an impact on the franchise and city of Seattle, but women's basketball as a whole. And let us not forget, she was also a 5-time Olympic gold medalist. Such a legend.
The woman is a queen, and she dresses amazingly.
Yes.
She does it all. I love it.
She seems so
I'm
cool.
gonna miss her.
Megan Rapinoe said something really nice. I'm going to read her quote. She said, "Congrats on arguably the best career that anyone has ever had in the history of any sport ever."
I love it.
She said it,
I
you
love
know?
it. Yeah, and you know, she's said in the past, you know, it's not women's basketball, it's just basketball.
Yeah.
And this whole event to her feels like just a solid ending to a wonderful chapter in her life.
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness. Hey, you know, the Best Broadway honored last night at the Tony Awards. This one was a little touch and go there.
Yeah.
Because of the Hollywood writers' strike, the event had to be completely unscripted. They actually almost canceled the event until they got permission from writers to go forward, just unscripted. Some of the big winners were Kimberly Akimbo taking home the most awards, including Best Musical and comedian Sean Hayes, a great. He won Best Actor in a Play for Good Night Oscar. And history was also made when the first openly non-binary nominees became winners in their respective categories. Shucks Alex Newell became the first non-binary actor to win an award for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Musical. And Some Like It Hot's J. Harrison Gee became the second ever openly non-binary actor to win a Tony with their leading role in the musical Victory. Just so fun that they were still able to celebrate their achievements. But I think it's interesting to point out that there was certainly a nod to the writer's strike that's going on.
Oh, definitely. You know, Ariana DeBose, I don't know if you saw that moment where she had the initials of who she was supposed to introduce written on her arm. And she said, well, I don't know who's coming up next. We'll see you when they walk out on stage. And she like showed her arm, which I'm sure she could have written the names and put them in the prompter and all of that. So I think it was definitely intentional there. But I appreciated that, you know, standing strong with the writers and still giving people a show and recognizing, you know, just such talent in Broadway.
Yeah.
But, you know, keeping that in mind as well. So many shows that you just named that I haven't even heard of yet.
Really?
So,
Yeah, it's so fun. It's going to be such a fun time to be able to see these new shows and know that they're winners.
Yeah, one of my favorite Broadway shows ever, Hamilton.
Yes.
Creator Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's launching a new initiative to improve diversity on Broadway. So he's backing the creation of a directory for diverse offstage theater professionals. These are the people behind the scenes that, you know, need to get hired. So this includes everything from stagehands to producers and general managers. The Representation, Inclusion, and Support for Employment Theater Network will be known as the RISE Network, and Miranda hopes that it will make a difference in diversifying Broadway and the entertainment industry. I appreciate he's making this easy for people to hire more diverse people.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I do like the fact that we're also talking about behind the scenes talent.
Yeah.
Because so often people focus, and I understand, you know, on that forward-facing industry, the things that you see,
Yeah.
there is value in that. But I think working in theater, working on Broadway, it is just so varied in what you can do. And it is important that we have different people of different experiences and backgrounds in that entire industry.
Definitely.
All right. Well, according to the pop crave, Ed Sheeran has broken an all-time attendance record at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Okay, so there were 89,000 people at the concert that he had on Saturday. And this show was actually Sheeran's biggest U.S. show to date. And that actually beat out his friend Taylor Swift's recent audience at the stadium, which reached nearly 73,000 just a couple of weeks ago. This also comes just a week after he broke another attendance record at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. People love them some Ed Sheeran.
I know, he's
my
so
goodness.
popular. To me, he's an artist you'd want to see in a really small, intimate venue too.
yeah.
I mean, but if you want to see him, I mean, you join the rest of the 89,000 other people that want to jump on too and see him in any venue you can, right?
Yeah, and I think that one of the things that's actually really helping his numbers here is that the tickets are relatively affordable. I mean, you still see a lot of the extra fees that are associated with Ticketmaster, which is unfortunately the case that we're dealing with right now, but it's not at the cost that you were seeing for Taylor Swift's Eras tour. So I think it makes it a lot more reasonable for people to hit up a concert like this.
Definitely. Get your tickets. Rapper Lil Wayne is opening up about dealing with memory loss. So he told Rolling Stone that his memory loss has gotten so bad, he doesn't remember when his albums came out. Can you believe that? He also says that his albums hold no significance to him at all since he can't remember them. So he believes that there's a trade-off for his memory loss, and he pointed to his amazing mind that created his hit songs. The 40-year-old reportedly has a history of health issues that includes a long-time battle with epilepsy, and despite his struggles, Lil Wayne told Rolling Stone he has no plans of slowing down. I mean, it seems like he's keeping a really positive attitude about this, but that's scary stuff, because if you don't have your mind, what do you really have, you know?
Absolutely. It really is unbelievable to me, and I think it really points to struggles that maybe many other Americans face. So it's good to see him still thriving in the face of this, but it breaks my heart that something so important, people's dream, really holds no significance to him.
Absolutely. Stuff he worked so hard on in the past, too. So sending him all the love, and hopefully he will start to feel better soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so Jennifer Lawrence saying that she actually would be ready for another round of the Hunger Games, if you can believe that. She says that, you know, she is ready and open to play that iconic role, Katniss Everdeen, once again. So the Hunger Games movie, of course, making her a household name, and a prequel of the Hunger Games is actually being finished up right now. It's called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it is set to release in November. Now, the thing that has me curious here, Carly, is that there really aren't any other books right now. This is based on some books, so I wonder if that's like a little nudge to the author, like maybe get to writing.
Maybe. I think she was just being really nice in her interview, to be honest, which I appreciate. We always kind of talk about this, how like, for me at least, I can say I really like when, you know, people go on and they blow up from certain roles, but they'll always have love for that role. There's nothing worse than them kind of like turning their back or feeling like it wasn't cool at that time. And I feel like she went in a certain direction after Hunger Games. Like, she did a lot of very artsy movies, that Mother movie, and like certain movies that, like, I'm sure they were really good, but to be honest, not the kind of movies that I really enjoy watching. So I'm really excited for her upcoming movie, No Hard Feelings. It looks so funny. This almost looks like an early 2000s, like, big commercial comedy.
Yes.
And it just looks like silly and hilarious. And she's such a funny person, we know from all of her interviews and just like award show moments and that sort of thing. So I'm excited to see her in that kind of role again.
Yes.
I would love to see her as Katniss again. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, but it's good to know she's open to it, and maybe one day we'll get another part to that, you know, saga.
Another look at that world.
Yeah.
But I do 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, the woman has talent,
Yeah.
obviously. But I think that a role like this for her upcoming film, it really showcases her actual personality, which just brings me so much more joy that you can be that talented, you know, nominated for major awards, winning major awards, but you can still laugh at like a naughty joke.
It's like a movie for the people, you know? I can't wait to see that one. Keurig is teaming up with the Rolling Stones for a new limited edition Start Me Up iced coffee kit. So this comes with a coffee machine decorated with the Stones' trademarked red lips. Only 400 of these are available, each costing about $140. Collaborations just keep getting cooler and cooler. I think that would look awesome in your kitchen.
Yeah, that is very cool. I like it. It's not cheap, so but you know, if you're into it.
How much do Keurigs normally cost?
I don't know. I feel
Like
like
60 bucks
the
or
little
something?
ones probably $100 or less.
Okay, yeah.
But this
It's
is
a
a little
special one.
splurge. It's a special one. All right. Oh, that's fine. Just in case you're looking for a gift.
You know,
All right.
just in case.
Coming up next on Studio 13 Live, it is time to check in with TMZ.
Yeah, the new details we are learning about Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's baby, specifically about his last name. We'll be right back.
It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day. Yeah, I'm gonna make your day.
It is time to take a look at what is popping in the world of celebrity news.
And for that, we're bringing in Charlie Neff from TMZ. Hi, Charlie.
Hi there. Happy Monday.
Happy
if there is
Monday. I
such a
love your
thing.
cute sweatshirt.
Oh, thank you. Cozy Monday.
That's awesome. So we're learning a little bit more information about Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's baby. What can you tell us about his original last name?
Yeah, so we have learned that Khloe's child that she shares with Tristan Thompson, Tatum Thompson, originally had the last name Kardashian. And apparently the first name was also different. Unclear what that name was. But it's really interesting because, as you guys know, Khloe and Tristan, they've had a pretty rocky relationship. They're no longer together. There was, a string of infidelity on Tristan's side. He had fathered a child with another woman when they were supposedly together. But they have been really good at a co-parenting recently. They do have another daughter together, True. But it is interesting that Tatum's original last name was Kardashian, but then was later changed to Thompson, which makes you think maybe there was some bad blood when she had given birth to Tatum, and then they patched things up. I mean, something definitely happened there. Unclear exactly what, but we can confirm Tatum is now a Thompson officially.
That has to be what happened.
Yeah, I
right?
think so. I think so.
And she probably wants her kids to have the same last name as each other, too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
That's my guess.
Very interesting one. Okay, so there is a lot going on with Britney Spears right now, and I know you guys have a report on this, so fill us in.
Yeah, so Kevin Federline, Britney's ex, is slamming a report which claims that Kevin had said that Britney may be on meth. So this is really interesting. The Sun and the Daily Mail both did a report by a reporter named Daphne, who had Kevin on the record saying allegedly that he believes that Britney was on meth and that he was super concerned. He wanted this information to come out in some form because he wanted her to get help. And he said that it was very concerning because she is the mother of the 2 children that they shared together. However, Kevin has released a statement since this report came out over the weekend, saying that this reporter had fabricated lies, and that they're really capitalizing on the heartbreak of the family. He did say that he did meet with this reporter back in March. They came to his home, sat down, did an interview. It doesn't say specifically that he did not say that, but is saying, fabricating lies. So it seems like he is addressing this, report in totality, which was about meth. And Brittany also has come out saying that Kevin did not say that. Brittany's attorney, Matt Rosengart, has come out saying that Kevin did not say that. However, we know that these 2 outlets are standing by the original report that Kevin did say that. So it's kind of getting messy here.
Yeah, that's so messy. That's just one of those things too, even just saying it and speculating about it, people are going to see the headlines, and if they don't read further into it, that's like Brittany's reputation that's getting damaged even further. I don't like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think a lot of fans are pretty concerned. She is no longer under conservatorship. She's free to do whatever she wants, which I think a lot of people feel that she should be able to.
Yeah.
But, the question has been, is she mentally okay? Is she healthy? And I think some fans are kind of concerned seeing some of her, kind of erratic Instagram posts. And then now you have allegedly her ex saying that she may be on meth. So it is a little concerning. I think at the end of the day, everyone wants to know that Brittany is okay.
Yeah, we do. I mean, how could anyone be okay, though, after being in that conservatorship? Like, the more we learn about it, for 9 years and basically having, no control over anything you do and then having control again, it just seems, it does seem like she's going through it, but hopefully this is not what she is going through.
Yeah,
in terms of
absolutely.
meth.
I think that, there's always the possibility that Kevin was just kind of speculating himself about general concerns and not really realizing who he was talking to, not really thinking that through. So we're seeing the repercussions of that as well. Charlie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, and we'll keep you updated on all these stories on TMZ.com.
Okay, hope to talk to you soon.
All right, don't forget, you can
later.
catch TMZ right here on Fox 13 weekdays at 7 p.m. And still ahead on Studio 13 Live, the Botanical is giving us a look at their new wine blend with Barman Cellars.
Yes, we're going to be trying locally made mead available at their Plant Shop Speakeasy bar. Be right back.
Like sunshine through the clouds.
It is time for Seattle Sips, where we check out amazing drinks in our area. The Botanical Speakeasy and Plant Shop is teaming up with a local winery for their new white wine blend.
Yes, and our friends from Botanical are here. We are so excited. Scott and Joe, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So this is the second time you guys are visiting with us, and you always bring beautiful things in. So we've actually got new drinks available at the tasting room. Tell us about your new collaboration.
Yes, so our collaboration is this one. It's with Barman Cellars. We love Steph and Jesse. It is a blend, a 70-30 blend of Cigareve and Madeleine Angevine. It's amazing. I'd love for you to try for
Absolutely.
Beautiful. There you go, Carly.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, what are we going to get here?
You get notes of lemon rind.
Yep.
It's very zesty. There's some minerality in it as well.
Yeah, a touch of butter, a touch of honey.
yes.
So we made about 8 different blends with them, just changing it up between 3 different wines, and decided on these 2 and these percentages, and it just works perfect for
I
summer.
can definitely taste like the butteriness. It's really good. That's a really nice blend.
I want some pasta with this.
I know.
Maybe I just want pasta.
Does anyone make us some pasta back there? And Fremont Solstice is coming up this weekend, right?
Yep.
I've never experienced this before, but tell us about what it's all about and what you guys are doing with it.
Yeah, so it gets a little wild. There's a notorious bike ride that starts around 12 or 12:30.
Okay.
And then they have a parade. I believe it starts around 1. Our place gets full, big lines out the door. We do a reduced menu, so this year we're featuring 6 drinks. So we have 3 beers, 3 non-beers. So we have a lager from Lowercase, an IPA from Kings and Daughters, and a sour from Lucky Envelope.
Ooh.
And then we have a cider from Offset, a Poubelle, which you guys tried last time from Barman Cellars, and then our white wine collab.
Okay, cool.
Very cool.
How long is this bike ride? It sounds like it's like a fun bike ride.
I think it's like
a
30
short
to 40 minutes. They
Okay.
body paint and they
It's
just
a
spin in
nudie
circles.
bike ride.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Oh, nobody told me that.
we don't want you to be surprised.
Okay.
Don't just show up, girl. You'll be very
You have to wear a
surprised.
special suit for that.
Exactly.
Something very cool, though. Our friends here are engaged.
Look at that. Congratulations.
Oh, this is so cool. Tell us all about how this happened.
Scott surprised me with a trip to France. Actually, I didn't know where we were going. I
Oh,
showed
that's
up at
even
the
cooler.
airport, and I was told at the counter. We actually met some really cool winemakers, and he proposed in was it a 700-year-old castle?
Okay.
He did good. He did good.
Look at his smile. He's proud of himself. And you should be, sir. You should be.
Well done. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Do you want a long engagement or a short engagement?
Short.
Short. Okay.
Yes.
Are you already
They're
planning to
busy.
get the wedding and everything?
We're planning to get married in Taiwan. I want my grandma to be there and my family there. And
So fun.
just really want to speed things along just because.
Beautiful.
That sounds
so
magical.
wonderful.
Wow, I love that engagement story. Well done, my friend. We can't forget about the plans. Tell us about the plans we've got going on here.
Absolutely. So I think I'd like to highlight this guy. It's a variety of ZZ plant, and the same with this guy. But big
This one?
tail. Yeah, that big whale fin.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are one of the easiest plants if you are a neglector.
Look, I don't love that you called me that, but I know it was directed at me.
That's honestly our first question is, top question is, what's the easiest plant?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know what type of plant parent you are.
Yeah.
If you can't help yourself and you keep watering it, you will kill these guys.
Okay.
So there's
okay.
there's a plant for everyone.
That's perfect. So you can come in, sip some drinks, and buy plants to take home, too.
Exactly.
Oh, that is
Perfect.
the best part. Now, we do have something else to try. Tell me about this.
Absolutely. So we have a few meads for you guys to try. So the meads from Artivem, which the mead maker and owner is Carlos Bassetti, and they opened about a little over 2 years ago up in Bellingham, Washington.
Okay.
And he's one of the best mead makers in the world. Their tap room is on the water, so come on down to Botanical. We have a variety to try, or if you're in Bellingham, it's a beautiful tasting room.
Okay.
Exactly.
So the
Cheers to
first
that.
one you're going to be trying is cherry pineapple vanilla. And it's a little bit lighter in body than
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Yeah, so it's all mead is made from honey. So most of his meads are going to be on the sweeter side. We have one that's going to be a little bit tart.
Beautiful.
What does mead pair well with? Like if you want a little snack?
Oh man,
little popcorn?
it's kind of
maybe?
like a
Something
dessert
salty?
wine.
Okay.
So
Maybe some
It's
ice
on
cream.
it, good on its own, maybe? Yeah. This
Drink
is
it
the
when you're
dessert.
sick. Whatever you want.
And then we're trying a second mead, is that right?
Yes, we
Okay,
are.
cool.
Beautiful. And this one, I saw the little tag. It says blueberry.
Blueberry, I love a blue.
yep. So he did a carbonic maceration of blueberries and then poured a base mead over top of it. It's a really unique, amazing.
Ooh, that's
mead.
very different.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
some-
really unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it would definitely impress people to be like, I'll take the mead too.
Oh,
Just
my
because
God.
it still seems, I know
I
it's
do
like
love that.
centuries old process, but it just seems like so new and cool.
Well, I
compared
don't
to-
think a whole lot of places just have mead like
Right.
this. So I think this is
Absolutely.
a really excellent opportunity if people want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
These are really
wonderful.
yummy. Thank
And
you
we
for
have one
bringing
last one for
Oh,
you
we
to
do.
try as
We have
well.
a third.
Yes. Beautiful.
So this is a barrel-aged mead, so it was bourbon barrel-aged, and it is with black currant and vanilla. So the black currant's gonna have tartness to it. So it's not gonna be as sweet as the other ones.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That one tastes the most like red wine to me.
Yes.
It's really good.
And in about a month, we have a collaboration coming out with them that's gonna be sparkling with black currant oolong tea.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's very
I
fun.
want to try that
This
too.
tastes like I need to be surrounded by leather-bound books, I think, is what it tastes like.
Speaking my
You know what I mean? Thank you both so much.
Absolutely.
And congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We have posted more information on the Botanical up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. This was fun.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for
Thank you.
having us.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Still ahead, we're going to meet two of the local bakers that are competing on Fox's Crime Scene Kitchen.
Yeah, we'll talk about what it was like working with Joel McHale, and we'll learn to decorate some beautiful cakes. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the show. All right, so are you guys friends? Do you like each other?
Sometimes
Sometimes.
we're friends. Competitors. Friend competitors. But we have competing businesses. We both make wedding cakes. That's what we do for a living.
We make beautiful weddings.
Yeah.
When you met, who was a better cake decorator?
Me.
We're going to find something they agree on, I swear.
Okay, I am excited for this. Yes, so 2 local bakers are competing on Fox's hit show, Crime Scene Kitchen.
Just dripping with sass and talent over here, okay? Their first episode premieres tonight, and joining us to talk about this and showcase their amazing, beautiful dessert skills, we have Janae Cartwright and Christina Mathis. Welcome.
I love the competition there.
Oh yeah, we duke it out.
Do you have to play it up to try to make yourself be like, yeah, just so it's more interesting for the viewers?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're really like. I mean, we definitely rib each other.
We
in
do.
real life.
It's all in good fun.
But,
It's all in good fun.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so here's something that's very interesting. So Christina is a classically trained baker and Janae is self-taught. So how did that come to be as a pairing?
Yeah.
I was invited to apply for the show, and I thought I need to have my dear friend Christina, who is classically trained. The duo of us together is going to be dynamic, and we're going to win the show because of this. So yeah, it's kind of a fun way to go about that.
She talked me into it.
Tell us a little bit about the show. What was your experience like? And if people haven't checked it out, what's it about?
Yeah, so I actually had never watched the show and didn't really watch the show going into it either. I think because it's what I do, I don't really watch it.
Yeah.
But it's basically it's like an investigation, detective show. You've got 2 minutes to check out this crime scene, and then you've got to determine based on all the clues what they baked in there, and then you have to recreate it in a very short, limited amount of time.
In the hopes that you got the recipe right.
Exactly.
Very cool. So you are taking your talents and just really kicking butt in the show, but you're also going to teach us a little something today.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
A little bit of a time crunch, so same sort of vibe.
Okay.
But
I'm
basically,
ready.
this is what we call a crumb-coated cake. So this is ready to be decorated.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of what you see semi-naked cakes out that are really popular right now.
Yes.
And so you could very much just serve the cake like this, put some flowers on it, and call it a day. But say you want to elevate that a little bit.
Okay.
I've got some Italian meringue buttercream here.
Oh, yum.
And so it's egg whites, sugar, and butter, and that's pretty much it. Some vanilla.
I love the plop.
Yeah, so everyone decorates a little bit differently, and kind of how I like to do it is load a lot on top, and then just work its way down. So you do a little bit, and then smooth out the side with the excess that comes off the edge there.
This spinny dish is a game changer, I imagine.
Oh, 100%. You can't properly decorate a cake without it. And same with, this is an offset spatula, so it helps you get those perfect right angles. So once I've got a little bit spread out, I'm gonna go down a little bit more, and then just keep working its way down.
Okay.
I used to work at a retail bakery, and my boss, when I first started, she was like, you need to be able to decorate a cake from start to finish in 5 minutes or less.
Oh, 5 minutes? So fast.
And I just remember thinking to myself, that's impossible. But after a year, I was like, oh, this is possible. They didn't always look perfect, but when you're making tons of them,
When it's crunch time, you got to make
they
it
don't
happen.
necessarily have to look perfect, especially when you're doing such high volume.
That kind of makes sense now why people, when you see those funny cakes that come out that people will write anything on the cake, and it's like someone tells them the instructions.
They're
Just put anything on it.
They said to put anything.
Yeah, you only have a few minutes.
So once you get it to this point where there's kind of an even layer everywhere, I take this, it's called a bench scraper.
Okay.
It's a flat edge. I love the ones that have a 90-degree angle because you can just set it right there. And you've got these perfectly straight edges.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And so then what I'll do is I'll just take the excess anywhere there's a not smooth part.
Right.
And I'll just fill it in really quickly.
That's amazing.
I'm just so impressed with the speed because in my day, I've only made a sheet cake or two, and you tap, tap with a spoon to try and make it look nice. It never really does.
Those are good tricks.
Those are good tricks.
Making it look messy is a ploy to get around the fact that you can't get it to
I
look
like that.
Exactly. And so then I always keep a nice wet rag because once you have a semi-decent working finish, to help get that perfectly smooth finish, once you've got a nice clean surface, you just go around one more time.
Wow.
And then you're all set to do a finishing touch. So this is kind of what they call a rustic edge.
Okay.
And so
Which
it'll
is so in.
It's super popular right now. I mean, if I was more time, I'm a little OCD, so I would probably go in and get every divot out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let Janae do her thing now. And I think
Yeah.
it'll be really
Tell
fun.
us about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, so Christina and I certainly had a lot of fun on the show, but what we do for a living is kind of high quality luxury wedding cakes, and we like to work with sugar flour. So I'm going to teach you how to make a tiny little sugar flour today. We've got these little lilac petals. And you're just going to take a little bit of gum paste in your hand. Here, you can take this one.
Okay.
And I'll take this little guy here.
And this is edible?
It is edible.
Okay.
Don't eat it though.
It's like Play-Doh. You know, Play-Doh's edible, but you probably don't want to eat it.
We're gonna kind of rub it around on the ball of your hand here, and then you're gonna like focus on one end to kind of create a point.
Okay.
Because you want this little cone, right?
Okay.
This is very
And then we
I know. I feel like I did it though.
Yeah, perfect.
Now we're gonna poke down into the middle of it
Okay.
to get a little cone there.
Perfect.
And then we're gonna cut down. I know this probably isn't great for TV, but we're creating little petals. Do you see how I kind of use that?
So like 4 little cuts, right?
Yep. And then when you make those cuts, you're gonna open it up. Perfect.
Okay.
Those are great. Open them up, and then you're gonna pinch the ends together. Like that.
That's great.
And then you're gonna go back with your thumb and finger and like squish it.
Oh.
Okay. So you did that.
Look at great.
Usually I fail at the arts and crafts projects on our show, so I'm happy with this. Yeah.
This is perfect. So then we're going to take a ball tool and just kind of cup it and create little petals
All right.
on our little foam pad here. So you
I never
can
think
do
about
that.
how this stuff happens. But
I know you
cool to see
guys
it.
have like the talent and have been doing this for so long, but I feel like having the right tools really elevates your game.
They make a huge
absolutely
difference.
does.
Yeah, 100%.
So now you're going to dab a little bit of egg white in the center.
Okay.
And we have started here with this little guy, and we're going to poke him down the middle. There you go.
How a flower's
And
made.
push him up, and there you go.
Look at that.
And we can pedal dust it.
I'm so impressed. So where do I put it?
Just put flowers anywhere you want.
I'm just gonna put it right in the middle.
Yeah,
Just
perfect.
Just like that.
We're growing a
Flower garden. Just a little flower garden on top there.
like that.
Yeah.
Now I have to know,
a little avant-garde.
you guys, what was the hardest part of the show?
Oh, the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 2 minutes to see everything there is to see.
Yeah.
And
Because we haven't worked together in the past, it
No.
wasn't like we spoke each other's unspoken language.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of extra communicating we had to do. So that was
for
probably the
sure.
hardest.
I mean, in reality, we'd only met each other in person twice. We were like Instagram friends.
Yeah.
So it was really fun though. I don't think I would have done it with anyone else, and nor would anyone else have convinced me to do it.
That's kind of going for me.
And the show is hosted by, Seattle native Joel McHale, my boyfriend.
He won't call me back. It's super awkward.
Weird. Did you guys connect over your love for Seattle?
Oh, absolutely. Seattle
Absolutely.
sports, huge Seattle fan.
Yeah,
so
and we
it's a
found
lot
out
of fun.
like where he's from is like my family has a lot of connections to there as well, and so we talked about that a little bit. It was really cool, just doing off air and things
Very
like
nice.
that.
Yeah. And before we go, just really quickly, tell us how people can find your businesses.
Yeah, so mine is Blue Box Bakery. You can find me at www.blueboxbakery.com or Instagram at Blue Box Bakery. So it's super
Perfect. What
simple.
about you?
I am Cake and Crumble, and you can find me at www.cakeandcrumble.com or on Instagram as cakeandcrumble.pnw.
I love it. Janae and Christina, thank you so much. This
Thanks
is
for
really
having
fun
us.
making these flowers. And we've posted more info on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
All right, still to come on Studio 13 Live, we are hearing from more of the cast of Netflix's Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, I had a chance to chat with Lee Rodriguez and Ramona Young about their favorite moments behind the scenes while filming and their ultimate hype song during production. We'll be right back.
So the fourth and final season of Never Have I Ever is the #1 show on Netflix right now.
That is right, and I'm so excited to bring you my second interview with the cast. So I sat down with Lee Rodriguez and Ramona Young, and I asked them all about their first impressions of each other, as well as what really went down behind the scenes on the show, and their answers might surprise you. Congrats on the final season of this show. I have just loved like every single season of this, and I know your friend group is so tight on the show and in real life. So I want to know, what were your first impressions of each other, and what are your forever impressions of each other? Like, what will you remember about each other forever?
Lee always tells me that when we first met that she was afraid of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Okay, because like the first table, like the first couple of days, Ramona wasn't there because she was like working on another project. And I remember just like the writers and everyone being like, oh my God, wait till you see Ramona. Like, she's so funny. Like, have you seen her on Blockers? I was like, oh my God, like she's the real deal. So I'm just like, I was nervous. I was nervous, and I did, my research and digging on her.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like, oh my goodness, I really have to bring my acting chops.
A little internet sleuthing.
Yeah. And honestly, it was the same impression. Like when we first did a scene, like Ramona knew everything. I remember me and my tree kind of like asking, like, oh, when do we go on action or after action? And so, but yeah, so that was my first impression. I was like, oh my God, she's so cool. And then my long-lasting impression is that she's also really cool still, but she's also very talented.
Dang.
And she knows how to do a lot of stuff, so.
I am a person of stuff doing.
Yes, you are.
My first impression of Lee is that she's obviously like incredibly gorgeous on the outside, and like my long-term impression is that she's actually like beyond that, she's an incredible human being. She's extremely nice and sensitive and talented and an amazing singer, and she's a weirdo.
I love this. I love hearing y'all hype each other up. They say that Hollywood is like one big high school. I have to know, if you had a high school lunch table with any celebrities you wanted at that, what would be your ideal celebrity lunch table?
I would want like Jennifer Lawrence.
I was thinking Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm gonna say Emma Stone.
Okay.
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza. I'd want Zendaya for my own personal reasons.
And then we'd have to invite Tom Holland.
Obviously, he just comes with the package.
Who else is there? I feel like the list could go on, but those are all I can think of.
I like that. Can I sit at that table too?
Yes.
That sounds really fun. I would try to slide in and hope I wouldn't get kicked out. Yeah. The show is amazing for so many reasons, and one of them is the music. I just love the music choice in this show. If you had to make a karaoke playlist with like pump up jams from, high school of your own, what would you add on that playlist?
Oh my God.
What are you singing?
Ramona?
I know for one scene we had to do a lot of dancing, and to get ourselves hyped up, we played Apple Bottom Jeans.
Yes.
So I would add that to our playlist.
I love that. Can we get a little preview of that?
I don't know there.
Boots with the
Yeah.
A little.
We got down.
Yeah.
We got down. I probably would also say Apple Bottom Jeans.
That's a nice
That's
choice.
our anthem.
I dig it. What message do you want to give to the fans as they're watching this final season?
Gosh. Thank you. Thank you for watching and supporting, and just growing with our characters, crying with our characters, and it's been a awesome journey.
Yeah, looking back, I just have so much gratitude for all the wonderful people involved, and I don't know,
Yeah, just a big thing.
It's just
honestly.
a huge blessing.
Yeah, it's been so much fun to watch. Are there any behind-the-scenes memories that fans would be really surprised to hear about? Any antics behind the scenes that people would have no idea about?
So one that comes to mind is in the 4th season when we were all sitting at the table during the wedding. We played this game called Big Booty. And
I know that game.
And so that was a really, just I guess in passing, we always find things to fill our time, playing silly games, big booties. So.
Yeah, big booty, big booty. Is that the game?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
big booty. I've played that one before. On that note, thank you so much for chatting with us today. It's been awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you.
You can catch the 4th and final season of Never Have I Ever on Netflix right now. And get excited because tomorrow we'll have one more interview with the cast. I had to ask them all about working with Mindy Kaling. That was such a fun interview too. Wow. So relatable. They were so humble and cool.
Very
and
cute.
Gotta say, I wasn't intending on singing big booty, big booty, big booty, but you know what?
I was about to ask you, I have not played that game. What is that game about?
Oh, so you go, oh yeah, big booty, and then you say another person's name, and then they have to take it over, and it's just a way to entertain yourselves and laugh and be silly.
Did you think you would be explaining that to me today?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. But I don't hate that I did.
I've been enlightened about big booty. All right. Still to come, all water seafood and oyster bar showing us how to make their king salmon poke and roasted carrot hummus.
Yes, plus hear all about their new craft cocktail bar that's opening this month. We'll be right back.
Carrots for Carly.
Hey, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yeah, today we're joined by Executive Chef Tyler Smith at All Water Seafood and Oyster Bar in Hotel 1000. That's right?
That's right, Hotel 1000.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
So, All Water Seafood and Oyster Bar located down by the waterfront and brings the ocean right to your table. So, talk to us about the menu.
Well, we do a lot of Pacific Northwest seafood. We stick to all regional oysters and halibut and salmon and a lot of foraged goods from the Cascades too. So we get wild mushrooms and fiddlehead ferns and all kinds of fun stuff that foragers can bring down right from the mountains outside of Seattle.
Love to eat local. And you've got a seafood dish and a vegetarian dish today.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let's get started.
First, we're going to make a little king salmon poke.
Wow, I'm really impressed at the speed which you can chop
The chef's chop. He's looking at our pizza.
That makes me so nervous. I cannot do that.
No, it's easy. With enough practice, it's
How
easy.
long did it take you to learn how to do that?
A couple years.
How many fingers
to
did you
maintain eye
lose?
contact. I've been through a few Band-Aids, more than one or two.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so you also recently launched an oyster hour every day. So talk to us about what's behind those specials.
Yeah, from 3 to 5 p.m. every day, 7 days a week, we have oyster happy hour. So again, featuring only oysters from the Pacific Northwest. I get them as far as British Columbia sometimes,
Oh, wow.
but pretty much just in the Puget Sound region.
Okay.
And so we do dozens of oysters for $27. It's a hell of a deal.
Yeah,
You can't-
tasty.
Yeah, you can't beat that deal in
What all
town.
are you
and
putting in here right now?
I've got some green onions, scallions, some king salmon. I'd used Walla Walla onion, which is sweet onion from Washington, and local sea beans. So,
Sea beans.
yeah.
Tell us about those.
Well, they grow underwater. They're kind of like they have a flavor of almost like asparagus that grows in salt water.
Interesting.
So yeah, please try them. They're nice and salty, but yet have that really nice green vegetable.
It's very salty.
Green vegetable flavor. The beauty of using these in poke is that I don't have to add salt.
Yeah.
I mean, they make up for the salt in the dish.
Do they just soak up the salt in the ocean? Is that
Pretty much,
probably how it works?
yeah.
It's good though. It's
Yeah.
like
Pretty much.
potato chip but healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, really tasty stuff. And they keep me from adding salt to this, which salt will slowly cook your fish and discolor it.
Oh, so you want to like keep the salt
Nice and
content
bright.
down.
Exactly. It keeps the colors nice and bright.
This is beautiful. My goodness, I love the color in here. Now, talk to us about why the summer months especially are the perfect time to eat something like this. I mean, it's so fresh.
Yeah, well, summer is when king salmon is in season, first of all. So that's definitely the best time to eat it. You know, we have the beautiful Copper River right now. We have all kinds of troll king from many different places in Alaska. And also the halibut right now is fantastic. But as well as this is the time of year where everything's just growing around here. You know, we've all been locked inside for the winters.
Yep.
Not just the humans, but same with the vegetables. So your sea beans aren't growing as well. All your local produce isn't growing as well. Nothing's growing in the mountains. And so the spring, summer are my favorite by far.
Beautiful.
So is that like a soy sauce or?
This is a whiskey barrel aged shoyu.
Oh,
very nice.
So shoyu is the
smell this.
Japanese word for soy sauce.
Oh.
Wonderful. Can I give it a
please.
little try?
Please, here, let me make some
All
room.
right, thank you. And now you're also going to work on some special hummus here. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is a heirloom tomato hummus. So we take heirloom tomatoes and roast them with some herbs and garlic.
Okay. And carrots too, right?
Yep, and carrots, excuse me. Yep,
Beautiful.
there's heirloom carrots and tomatoes in this dish. So the heirloom carrots are mixed with a bit of garbanzo beans.
I've never made homemade hummus. I hear it's not as hard as it seems, but fresh hummus always
It's-
tastes so good.
Yes, absolutely.
It's fantastic, but you do need a food processor.
Right. I love all the extra crunch you're about to add here.
Oh yeah, so we add the heirloom tomatoes, like I was mentioning, that are cooked with herbs and garlic, and then also some marinated cucumber, which is kind of like a quick pickle on the cucumber. There, it's a little champagne vinegar, sugar, salt, and mint, and you let that marinate for
so delicious.
just a couple hours.
Perfect. And you guys also have a craft cocktail bar that's opening this month, right?
Yeah, we'll be open at the end of the month. It's going to be called Rose Bay. Rose Bay is the name of a type of rhododendron flower, which is, as you may know, is the state flower of Washington. Also has a bit of a nautical theme, being like Bay, Elliott Bay is right here, so we have a bit of a nautical theme going on there. Craft cocktails featuring a lot of local distilleries, local whiskeys and gins. It'll be a really fun, brand new remodel too. It's gonna be a gorgeous space. And it's almost done. It'll be done in time for All-Star Week and 4th of July.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
So I need to try this.
Tried this poke, and it's so fresh, and the flavors are like just kind of a hint of all the different flavors we saw here, so nothing is overpowering anything else, which I loved.
This is fantastic. You've got to try this too. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Girl, you don't have to
this
have
stuff
to
is
I
fun.
love having the veggies in there too.
Yeah, they're making a nice crunch, kind of break up, give it that acidity to kind of cut through the creaminess of the hummus. This is a great shareable. It'll be on our Rose Bay menu, as well as a lot of other shareable dishes. The whole theme of our new bar concept is approachable plates that are shareable amongst friends. You could make a meal out of it if you get 3 or 4 of them, but really you just have a couple great cocktails, people watch,
That's so fun.
and have a couple nice small plates of food.
That's beautiful. I also hear there's a Top Golf suite simulator at this hotel. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there is a Top Golf. We're calling it the 19th hole.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
So it will have its own food menu down there, and PGA courses, so you can go golf a PGA course in downtown Seattle.
Beautiful.
You know, indoors, any time of year. You're not worried about the weather, anything like that. We'll be serving drinks down there. You can have a great guys' night or girls' outing to go shoot some rounds of golf and have some great food and enjoy yourself all while not worrying about the weather.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today. More info on our website. We're going to have some oysters.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Let's have some oysters.
I'm gonna make your day.